Grand Warden is the new Clash Mini hero for free in July, so let's see how he does against every hero to see how strong he is. Starting with the Wave Master, the Warden cast a shield to himself as a Clash ability because there's no other allies, but the Wave Master quickly shreds through it. He keeps supering and stunning them, giving him no chance to deal damage, and eventually Wave Master won in Frenzy mode. Next is Royal Champion. This is more of a fair fight because both of them are ranged heroes. The Warden quickly gets the +1 damage for 6 seconds after the shield is destroyed, so he's dealing quite some damage, but it's no match for the Royal Champion super, so she survives with a little less than half HP, proving that she's the real champion. Next is Skeleton King, and this one wasn't very pleasant. His isolation damage is no joke, his shield was gone just like that. To be fair, the Warden did do 6 damage to Skeleton King after his shield break, cause that's his second ability, but that didn't stop Skeleton King from giving him a good old goodbye smack. Against Natureborn, Warden has 2 chances because Natureborn has 2 forms, and it didn't go that well with the Deer form. The Natureborn quickly broke the Warden's shield, and the extra damage from the Natureborn overheal definitely didn't help. So this was a pretty decisive win. Oh dear. The human form was better for the Warden though. The Natureborn couldn't break the Warden's shield quickly, so the Warden kept getting plus 25% attack speed that comes with the shield, but after the shield eventually breaks and the Frenzy mode kicks in, we start to see who's actually going to win this. The Natureborn's constant heals is just too hard for the Warden to break through, so the Warden slowly dwindles in HP and Natureborn wins in tiebreaker. Next is Barb King. Here I gave Warden some self-confidence by putting the Star Lord skin. It's available in the skin bundle, and just look at how nice the animation is. But shockingly that didn't help him because the Barb King's extra damage from the super is still too hard for the Warden to handle. Now for his battle against the Countess, I decided to even the playing field. So I gave her the new Octopus skin available in the September skin bundle. I don't really like how she looks. She looks sunburned, infected, and bit by a mosquito all at once. But her animations are awesome, so maybe that's what made her win versus the Warden. But versus the Shiu Maiden, this game was very close. Because she deals so little damage, the Warden was able to keep his shield and the increased attack speed for a long time. But of course, the Shiu Maiden is very tanky, so the Warden just kept churning down her HP, and both of them survive in Frenzy mode, so it all came down to the tiebreaker, where Shiu Maiden barely won. Barely. And that's why they call her the Shiu Maiden. Next up is Archer Queen. The shield seems to be really helping him, and the +1 attack damage after he broke his shield got her to half health very quickly. But of course, that is when the Archer Queen shines. The Archer Queen says goodbye by sending him a few arrows as a parting gift, kicking him out of the board. Is there any hero that the Warden can beat? Monk? No, that will be impossible. Pink Furry, the other new hero? The Warden has to be her. Come on. Never mind. Okay, I refuse to believe that he's actually that weak. How about we get him some help, okay? Since he's a support hero, let's get another mini into the mix so we can truly see where his strength lies. Since the guard also has a shield, let's go with that. And let's upgrade him to the 2nd and the 3rd star. If he still loses this, that's gonna be pretty embarrassing. Okay, let's start with the Skeleton King. Unfortunately, the Warden and the Guard are a few tiles apart, so the isolation still hits hard. The Guard buys Warden some more time so he can deal some damage, and the shield the Warden got from the Guard helped a lot too. But during Frenzy mode, all of that fell apart, and the Skeleton King comfortably beat the Warden without even needing to revive. The Wave Master is a different story though. He supered to the back to directly target the Warden, and he kept stunning and supering, but because the Warden got the 2nd shield from the Guard, when that shield broke, that gave him the +1 damage again, so that allowed him to dish out some serious damage in Frenzy, and finally, Warden got his first long-awaited W. I gotta say though, his match against the Barb King was so surprising. I'll show you what happened at the end. But first, his game versus Archer Queen. Like last time, the Warden quickly got her to half health, but then the invisibility kicked in. But unlike the last time, he has 2 shields given by the guard to tank the arrows, and the plus 25% attack speed when the shield is applied to the Warden, which led him to swiftly take out the Arch Queen after the invisible wore off, dethroning her monarchy. But don't get too excited yet. Here comes the big boys. I don't think I need to tell you what happened with his match against the monk, and it wasn't much better for the Pink Fairy either. But next is Shiu Maiden. Oh sorry, I meant Shield Maiden. She barely won last time, so with the help of guard to keep providing him with the shields, and consequently the attack speed bonuses, and crucially now he has the +1 damage to get past her super, and the Warden easily beats her in the frenzy mode. Now let's see if he can beat the Natureborn. After his embarrassing losses, really any one form is fine. Now for the Deer, she just keeps healing and she gets the extra damage from the overheal, so she killed the guard with almost full HP. That means we're back to the original scenario, so no surprise there, the Warden lost. But for the human, at first it looks like everything is the same. The Natureborn kept healing up, you can never drain her health. But look what happens after Frenzy. She really starts to go down in HP because she can't handle the damage anymore. So at Tiebreaker, the Warden actually wins. But for the counters, that's a different story. Because of her very quick attack speed, she just keeps supering and healing, so she's able to take out the guard with almost full HP. That means we're back to the original scenario, except that she has even more attack speed now, because she gained that from killing the guard. So that is just a nail in the coffin for the Warden. The Royal Champion is more interesting though, because now the guard has a lot of HP from the shield to tank those Royal Champion supers, and they're just far enough to not have the Royal Champion super bounce. So even though she took out the guard, the Warden can easily finish it off. And I saved the best for last. Warden versus Barb King. At the first, the Barb King looks fine, he's dealing damage to the guard and healing himself. So after he took out the guard, he's still pretty healthy. But against the Warden with a shield of 32, that's gonna be tough. He slowly tries to churn through the Warden's shield, then his health in frenzy, but there just isn't enough time, so in Tiebreaker, the Warden eked out a victory. But remember, when you use the Warden, it's crucial that you also have this emote and this avatar, which you're gonna get in the skin bundle. Yes, it's crucial, don't question it. Okay, seriously though, the shield from the Grand Warden paired very well with the new mini coming to Clash Mini, which is the Dagger Goblin. So watch this video to learn the real reason why he is so OP and very important when you're playing the Warden.